Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see if we can copy this real quick. Hopefully that's correct. Let's see. QVY E0CW 0CYC question mark feature equals share. Okay. All right. So now got it. Okay, cool. We are current live, man. Um it it feels strange, man. It feels strange. I myself I've seen so many YouTubers go live, and like it's strange to see myself be live. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is. It is. I've loved and enjoyed so many people on YouTube live, and I finally took that leap of faith and decided to hop on this live for you guys today. Let's get on. Let's see. No, let's hop on stories. Wipe this camera off because it's a little dingy here. Hey, you guys, I'm currently on YouTube and I am currently live. So if you want to check out why, maybe why your standards for sex are too high, then check me out. The link is right here. Click that link and it'll take you right to YouTube and check me out in the live. All right. Peace. Okay. Let's see. Link. What's up, everybody? If you are here now, can I get a one in the chat for all the people who are here? If you want to, drop why you are here or how you got here, go ahead and do that. We are just continuing to wait for people to get in here for an audience so we can start this discussion. Let's see here. What are you talking about? So now I can't even mention people? That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. That's absolutely fucking insane. Excuse my language, you guys. I think that's absolutely insane that mm-mm. That's so strange. That's so strange that it won't do that. Um, what's up? What's up? What's up? Mm, no, it won't tell me. It definitely won't tell me who's here, who's live in the chat. It's so hard. Like, trying to sit here. Go sit here for 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes, we're probably gonna head out. Trying to see who comes. And I mean, I know that's the wrong or the worst strategy, but trying to definitely see who comes and make sure that uh we got this massage table there. Um but trying to see, what turns up on our first live. I wanted to start a conversation, basically talking about what specifically dictates if your standards are too high. And a lot of those things that I think that relegate to your standards being high is, can you meet them for yourself? Not with a vibrator, not with a toy. Yourself. Can you sit in a room by yourself? Can you meditate? Can you sit in silence? Can you use your body to get you off? Right? Are there things that you can think about that can elicit a specific level of excitement or arousal? Do you have to look at something else? Do you need other visual stimulus? And that's the segue to, or the pathway to, asking, well, what do you expect out of other people? Are the things that you're expecting or requiring from people, are they unreasonable? And unreasonability is basically determined on the market. If you're asking for something that's not in the market, then it's unreasonable. If you're asking for something that's extremely rare, then I think you're being unreasonable. The reason why I say, because you could be a rare person, right? You could be the rarest person on the planet. But if you're asking for something that's extremely rare too, then it's It's a conundrum because if you yourself are a 1%, 5% person, then the likelihood of you finding someone that is just as rare as you is even more extringent. The the viability of finding someone that's normal, regular, is more up your alley because if you're focusing on the rarest person in the market, you're going to be looking forever. What are the things that make someone rare? If we were to compare it to if we were to compare it to what's out here, people who ask intentional questions, people who are ambivalent with their choice of approach, right? I posted a video on Instagram where this lady who's pretty popular, Ajna, she basically did stuff that I've been doing for the past at least 8 years. I want to see you pleasure yourself so I can pleasure you better. I mean, it's an implementation of pleasure mapping. It's an implementation of pleasure mapping to be able to see how someone implements their own pleasure or executes their own pleasure and then translate that into how you implement pleasure onto them. Um, the the precipice of pleasure pretty much starts with a personal understanding of self and what it requires for you to get where you need to go, orgasmically speaking. And all the time, pleasure isn't necessarily equal orgasm, but I like to try to draw a tangent to pleasure and orgasm so that people can have an understanding of there's a goal and then there's a destination. Now, when you start getting more advanced, then pleasure has a goal of satisfaction, comfortability, um, a melding into the ambiance, if you will, right? And digesting everything that is observable. So that doesn't necessarily mean orgasm. That could just mean experience. This was an experience I had. But when we talk about things being too high of a standard, you start getting into for women, right? A lot of the times you'll hear, well, I need a man that is a specific size. And if we look at the national average is 5.3 inches, right? The national average is 5.3 inches. And then you want him to be able to do certain things like pick you up and, you know, maybe manhandle you, maybe throw you up against the wall. That takes a level of strength, especially with today's woman. Um, the average woman today weighs anywhere between 170 or 180 pounds, and that doesn't matter her height. So a man has to be able to pick that up and not just pick that up, move it around easily. That is a task for most men, not just the tall men, not just the men with the Adonis bodies, but for most men, that is a difficult task. So when we talk about uh, expectations and what you require, a lot of the times we have to look at what's in the market. Like I said, are there exceptionally strong men out here? Yeah, there are. But is that the normal? No. A man that's able to bench 350 pounds, that's not a that's a very atypical thing. So, yeah. So when it comes to like live and stuff, I mean, not live. When it comes to the parameters that people set or the standards that they set when it comes to um, sex, I would say be more realistic with yourself. Are you the things that you ask for? And if you are the things that you ask for, are you what that person desires? Um, because you can say all day, you want 12 inches, but the guy with 12 inches wants a specific kind of woman too. So you have to be considerate to their preferences and not shame them because they have preferences. Guy with 12 inches probably wants a woman that looks a specific way. And if you don't fit into that stereotype, or that, I shouldn't say stereotype, if you don't fit into that specific archetype, then be realistic. Be realistic. Either work on getting into that specific archetype or leave it alone and look for someone else. I won't say lower your standards, because lowering your standards seems to be an inflammatory response or inflammatory statement, but change things up. I always suggest to women, if they're in the dating market and they're seeing a man or the same kind of man that's approaching them, change your environment up. Go to a salsa bar. Go to, not salsa like dipping salsa. I mean salsa like dancing salsa, bachata, merengue, right? Um, find a place where they play calypso music or Brazilian music or Afro beats. You're going to find a different demographic in those environments, because the Pookies or whoever is approaching you is not going to be there. Because of course he's going to be at the place where the chicks are free before 11, right? Because those chicks pile up, he's got more options. But if you were to tailor your experience, then yeah, you were to see maybe possibly the man that's for you. But yeah, man, it is currently 25 minutes and 38 seconds. So I'm probably going to end this because I think I said everything I need to say. Now we can get into specifics on another live or another show, but um, make sure you guys tune in and be as good to yourself as you are to others. All right, you guys, have a good one. Take care of yourself.